What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, though? What up? What up, though? What up? What up, though? What up, though, y'all? What is going on with y'all? First, let me start it off like this. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. You heard me say it. You can't say I didn't. It's in the chat. It's in the description. So you can't sue me. It's in effect. It's fair use. It's fair use. It's in effect, y'all. What's going on, Miss Shell Baby 92? Look at you in green. Look at you in green. Thank you for becoming a member. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Can you hear me fine? Can you hear me loud and clear? Or am I low? So, all right. So, speaking of, first let me do this. I do have the option now if you want to like to become a member. I'm just saying, you would look better in green over here. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. But you can grab a membership. I want to shout out to my replay gang. You know what I'm saying? And my bush watchers. Yes, I'm talking to you. Make sure you take whatever finger you would like, real smooth like, real cool like, and hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Real smooth like, share the live, subscribe. It's free 99. Subscribe. And then, the link is right there in the top of the chat if anyone would like to hit the link and come up here with your girl. It's an open panel. But we covering some things, but not, you see the title? It's just, the 20th day of December 2025. We just talking. So it is an open panel. So my link is right there in the top of the chat. Just scroll up, hit it, and I'll do the rest if you would like to, hit the panel. There's a lot going on out here, y'all. There's a lot going on. And as well, if you would like to, send me some a story or anything, you want to get a hold of your girl, go ahead, feel free, send me an email. That is the email. It's Michigan Mayhem, the Michigan Mayhem podcast with your girl JJ. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of mayhem going on in Michigan, but it doesn't have to be in Michigan. You can send me whatever. But Michigan is definitely mayhem. It's definitely a lot of mayhem going on over here in Michigan. The mitten, the motherfucking mitten. Shelly Baby says, "Hey JJ and family, I was just watching the replay. Happy I caught this live." Okay, you was watching the replay. Which one were you watching, Shelly? She told me I was loud and clear. Thank you for that, Shelly. Thank you. Which replay were you watching? It's kind of crazy, we finally have heard from JB. And, like I keep saying, in this case, every time we really get some true facts, we have to go back. And when we go back, we can kind of, see through the crizzy crizax. All right, hold on one second. Let me share my screen. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to say, YouTube does let us have an incentive to set a goal. I did set my goal. If you guys would like to help me reach it, go ahead. If not, it's all cool. YouTube does make us set an incentive. Pushes us. To be great. I like it. YouTube, keep pushing us to be great. So, 22 hours ago, mayhem in Michigan. Michigan parents facing charges after children force fed dish soap and choked. We're gonna roll the clip. Starting off with mayhem in Michigan. Wouldn't you know?
Hey.
Just a horrific child abuse case tonight out of Branch County. A man and woman are both accused of abusing 7 children. They've been charged with a long list of crimes.
News Channel 3's Tyler Brummett went through court documents today, and a warning, many of these details are disturbing.
We've learned the father, Matthew Boatwright, was a reserve officer with the Quincy Police Department. The mother, Cassandra Boatwright, is employed by Quincy Community Schools, and tonight state police say...
Wait a minute. We got the what? The teacher in the popo. What? This is crazy work. Mayhem in Michigan. Mayhem in Michigan. I must say, the mayhem is crazy.
Their children were victims of what they call cruel and unusual punishment. A disturbing case of child abuse in Quincy. Court documents obtained by News Channel 3 list the charges against the couple, Matthew and Cassandra Boatwright. The two are accused of abusing 7 children in several ways, including making them drink liquid dish soap until they got sick, pointing guns at them, and hitting them with a wooden board and a leather belt. Investigators say the abuse at times left marks and bruises. The documents also say the couple placed their children in handcuffs. The children claim the abuse happened over the last year. Court records say Matthew and Cassandra are not the biological parents of all the children. Some are in the foster care system and others are stepchildren. The documents also say Matthew was interviewed by state police. He says when he pointed guns at the children, it was not on purpose or with malicious intent, sometimes not even loaded. It also states Matthew acknowledged his temper got the best of him. I reached out to the Quincy police chief where Matthew Boatwright was a reserve officer. He would not go on camera, but he says the officer was fired. Meanwhile, Cassandra Boatwright's picture is on the Quincy Community Schools website where she's a bus driver. The superintendent denying my request for an interview, but in a letter to families, he says the employee was placed on leave. Now,
Y'all, again, crazy work. Like, what? What? Oh, he was immediately fired. The teachers, the bus driver. What in the fuck? Are they still running background checks for work? What is going on? Crazy work. Just so everybody knows, if you would like to hit that link and come up here with your girl, it's right there. You scroll up in the chat, you hit it, and I do the rest. What's going on, Miss Adventures? What's going on with you? we just talk and it's an open panel, and I got the link if anyone would like to hit it. You guys, I gotta say this. Earlier I didn't want to say anything because hold on, sorry, my bad. I'll say. I didn't want to say anything earlier. Oh, we got Miss Adventures is backstage. Hold on, what's going on? Let's bring her on up. What's going on, Miss Adventures?
You talk about she backstage. It's so funny.
That's when it pops up and be like, so and so's backstage, and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. But I'm kind of glad you're up here because Miss Aggie will no longer be with us, y'all. We have lost a fallen soldier. I don't know what happened.
Crap.
I don't know what happened, but I'm glad. she did she reached out to me because I do my links are all in my description.
Uh-huh.
Um, and she reached out to me, and she just out of the blue was like something about you she pretty much said that you because she blocked me right afterwards and the message disappeared, but she said that when she came in here that you pretty much said something about getting along and aside, and in my head I'm like, no, we
You
all
said that.
yeah, she came in here talking, and really what it was is last night some shit popped off, and that's what she was in here saying, that she was sick of the drama because she's sick of,
What
Kawana,
drama?
like Kawana and them last night, like
Oh,
so that's
oh
what she.
yeah. This ain't. Listen, this for anybody in the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get all this story from the anybody in the comments, you gotta understand. Yeah, you may not be down with the drama, but even with you being the most solid person, a little bit of drama gonna come with it.
That part. So then she was like, and then she
What's
said,
wrong?
and then she's like, well, I'm not with all the drama.
Hey,
Please take my
hold on,
rent.
JJ.
Okay. All right, we go. But to the people out there, with yeah,
I'm listening.
she asked me to please remove her wrench, and that she doesn't do the drama, and
She said, I'm so confused. I was just making conversation. Honestly, she was like, "Can we all get along?" And I was like, "Who you trying to get along with?" I'm sorry. What the
yeah, and I know you did, and then and I was cammed up, and I even I don't know, guys, I honestly, a lot of people have heard me say it with Aggie. I said I wanted to keep it personal. I mean, business and not personal. So I don't know a lot about Aggie, but I just kind of, I'm kind of, I'm not hurt, but I'm kind of disappointed because I thought you was rocking with me, Aggie, and we were all adults. And the other day I wanted to say something, and but we, the title isn't. There's certain titles, and I felt like you were coming real hard about like Detroit. You need, like Detroit needs to do better. Detroit, and I don't know what I did to you, and it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been real, we've been real engaging and everything, um, uh. And she kept on trying to, earlier with the misadventures, she kept on trying to, get me off track. And then again, guys, there's been times where Aggie was my only mod, and I'd be mute for 10 minutes, and she wouldn't even say a whole nothing. She wouldn't say anything, but she'd be chatting with me, and I'd be chatting back in the chat. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, I don't know. So it sucks, but we have a fallen soldier. Miss Aggie with the wrench will no longer be with us.
Life goes on.
I know
Let
that's
this be
right.
the last time you talk about it. She was here.
Oh
She
yeah.
was oh well.
Oh yeah. It will
Not
be.
to say it like that, but again, you. Only thing I'm here to do is to help you stay focused on what your goal is. All that other shit, fuck that. Nobody cares.
No, absolutely, and I'm glad, and that's it, and that's all. And again, we gonna keep it moving, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for your girl. And moderators, if you do have a wrench, next to your name, um, please, anybody in here, you know what I'm saying? Just y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. So, you want to sit up here while with me while I cover, or you want to
Yeah,
drop it?
I'll drop down when I'm
Uh,
chilling for a minute. I'm cleaning up, so I'm moving and all that stuff.
All right, moving and grooving. All right, well, let's go to the next story, y'all. It's crazy. We started off with our first story. It was wouldn't you know, some more mayhem in Michigan going on. Crazy. We had two parents, 7 children, several charges, choking them with dish soap, torturing them. Some of them aren't even theirs. Some of them are stepkids. Michigan, what do we got going on? I'm starting to really think that Flint water made it more than just a Flint, y'all. I'm convinced.
JJ, if you were
You
playing a
summon the
video,
power to make webinars easier from start to finish, and its name is Wisdom.
What were you gonna say, Miss Adventures?
I was trying to tell you we couldn't hear it, but the sound came in. That's why I muted back up.
Okay, thank you. Yep. Whoop-de-doo. In my Pocahontas voice.
A stray dog fatally shot over the weekend while St. Clair County deputies tried to restrain him. Now, body cam video of the incident is making the rounds on social media. Fox News' Lauren Edwards joins us live with more on what happened.
Did y'all hear that? Social media. It's something about this social media, y'all. What is going on? Everybody, it said, man, why do people want to see this crazy ass shit on the internet? Shorties are on the internet. There's kids on the internet. I know my shorties are on the internet. I don't know if y'all have kids, but I know I don't want my kids seeing some of this shit that people keep on streaming on the damn internet. I feel like they need to do a better job of blocking the gruesome stuff. Oh, Shelly baby, hold on. Let me give you a round of applause. Thank you so much. You are very, very much appreciated. It's all love over here. Thank you so much. Shell Baby's actually been she's giving me some advice too on here on this Red app. She most definitely has, and thank you for that super sticker. I really, really appreciate you.
Happened, Lauren. What does the video show us?
Roop, I can tell you that all around this is truly a hard and heartbreaking story. Now, we're about to show that video. It's eliciting a lot of emotion. I just want to warn all of our viewers that what you're about to see just may be disturbing, but take a look at your own discretion. Let's get into the details. St. Clair County Sheriff's Office says that Saturday evening, a family found a lost dog in Casco outside in 9-degree weather and brought it to animal control. They say it was closed at the time, but waited for deputies to arrive, and when they came, the deputy they said that they saw the dog in the hatch of the vehicle, and when they approached that dog, it became aggressive and bit it twice. The dog bit the deputy twice. Deputy resecured the dog back into the vehicle and called EMS. The deputy sought treatment at the hospital and was released. Other deputies relocated the dog, trying to get it actually inside the building using a proper dog stick, they say, but deputies say it was still aggressive, thrashing out multiple times, and after that, it was fatally shot. Now, animal rights groups and advocates were upset.
I'm going to say this. They can't control the people. They can't control the dogs. You're telling me you couldn't control that motherfucking dog? You had to. It's crazy out here. I don't know. And there's more than one of them. I don't know, the dog. And then again, we all know when the dog and the baby tell us something, to listen to the dog. Like, you ever had someone come in your house and the dog just starts, letting you, trying to know in that other sense, like, get this motherfucker up out of here. Or when something comes in the room and the baby just starts crying, but listen to them signs. That dog is going nuts. I get a mean dog. I get it. But I don't know. That's crazy. Let's see if how many times they unload the clip on the doggy.
Kelly Labonte of Detroit Animal Welfare Group says it was brutal. Labonte says the family who found the dog contacted her Saturday night. She says the family told her the dog was not aggressive with them, and they gave it treats, fed it treats, and Labonte believes that ultimately this could have ended differently.
Did you hear that, to the people? Get the fuck out of here. That dog felt that vibe with them men over there. Get up out of here. They said it was not acting like that when it left here. I wonder what the fuck they did to that dog. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And again, what happened to a little bit of, like, maybe tase the dog, or tranquil, or something. I don't know what they use, like.
Well, I'm gonna say they don't show humans the decency of most of that, and it's so crazy that that's a story in Michigan. It's so much other stuff going on. I'm sorry, but
No, I know. I was just going off
I
going down
know,
the.
I'm just giving you other little quick opinions.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
They it's so much other crime going on, and they out here making a story about a dog. Really?
Right, like can we get an update on the Tatiana Williams case, which happened back in the beginning of this year when the two babies were in the van and they lost their lives. We don't know nothing about that. Can we get it instead of, I get what you're saying, Miss Adventures. That's a great point, and that's why I'm gonna piggyback off it. Can we get an update on that? You guys know I broke it down. I went and looked it up. No one's been arrested for that case. Does not have no charges. Yeah, I don't know. That's why we have not had an update. But it's crazy work, like Ms. Avenger said. They'll show us coverage on this, but again, like, why not show us coverage on, even if it is no one's getting charged or not? That's how these little babies get forgotten. But I didn't forget about them babies. And you guys know tomorrow will be, 12/21. That means we only have 10 days left. So we're going to do a countdown, and we're going to do 10 days. I'm going to do each day. We're going to break down the top 10 monsters of 2025. You know what I'm saying? The top 10 monsters of 2025. Should I do it only in Michigan, or the Michigan Mayhem Monsters, or should I do world all around the world? What do y'all think?
Now for what's tipping the scales of justice, we've got two big developments in the case of the Michigan mother accused of
All right, Miss Shelley, thank you. I'm rolling with your answer. Thank you for answering. All right, you called it. You got it, Miss Shelley. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we got 10 days left for 2025. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring y'all the story, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Shelley. Just so before we do the top 10 unalive and monsters all around, the monsters and monsters, like Shelly said, I just want to remind everybody about the monsters that didn't unalive their children but and are walking free, and still we don't really have a lot of updates, but we have an update on a like Miss Adventure said, aggressive dog getting unalived, and how they feel like it could have ended different, but so let's roll the clip. A little reminder, back in January, I want to say,
abandoning her 3 children in a house of filth. That mom is now facing additional charges this morning, and her bond has been drastically lowered. Officials say that Kelly Bryant left her 3 kids alone for years inside of a dirty, feces-filled townhouse in Pontiac, Michigan. The local sheriff expressing outrage when it happened.
That's going to be a very long process to figure this all out.
If he was so outraged, my question is, why was her bond significantly lowered? And another thing, if y'all remember, she was in jail breaking, she was not supposed to have any contact with her children, and she was, trying to get a hold of her children, trying to manipulate them still. And they still let this broad out. Ain't no motherfucking outrage. You don't give a fuck, Mr. What's your name? I can't. Sheriff.
Well,
Michael?
it's not on him though, JJ. We got to think about that. He doesn't set the bun. He arrests. That's just like, okay, like with the breakdown of Law and Order, the show. The original episodes of that, you have the first part where the detectives, they do the work. They go out there, catch the bad guys, arrest them, press the charges. Then on the back end, you have the DA. They handle the legal proceedings, the court proceedings. The officers don't have any direct say so over that. And with this specific lady, what happened was the judge at the time, she was so outraged at what this lady was doing. You know how we were talking about yesterday that there's a maximum and a minimum?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, she went above and beyond. That's how her bond ended up getting lowered because they were like, "Oh, you did that wrong." Basically, she was she wasn't non-biased when she did it. She was biased. She was like, "That's fucked up," which I feel like she should have did, but she was supposed to take the legal route and do things the right way. You get what I'm saying?
Right, even though, like we hate the one thing that I dislike about the court the most is that part. It's not about, right or wrong, it's about the law. That's it,
Yeah.
and that's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's how that ended up happening. But do you got the pictures of the house? Can you, if I send them to you real quick, can you want to post them?
Uh,
Hold on.
yeah, send them to me.
Okay. I
Because,
told you.
while I'm waiting for her to send them, because again, this is, this is crazy to me, to even, I don't even know, like, when this house is diabolical, like these. And I remember them they had a whole dumpster. They had on hazmat suits. There was feces everywhere. Man. And Pocahontas, she said she needs to be in the top 10. um uh I'm gonna do the top 10 for unalived. So today, we're gonna kind of, we'll do, the monsters still, but the top 10 are gonna be, they unalived, if you know what I mean, Pocahontas. I feel like instead of I can't remember if it was a $2 million bond that was lowered. I feel like she shouldn't have had bond at all. I know we all feel that way, but again, it sucks because yeah, she is still free to this day, absolutely. And even when she was just charged with welfare fraud, and she's still free, isn't? And she's on bond. In my opinion, if you're charged with a crime on bond, that's violating bond, right? Or am I wrong?
Okay, I just sent them to you. I'm gonna send you two more too.
All right. Thank you, Miss Adventures. Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of people, and especially in the mayhem over here in Michigan, they're letting people out on bond that are 12-time offenders, 7-time offenders, and or on bond. Dude, absolutely, show baby. She should have been locked up. Because what pissed me off is I remember when she went to the prelim, she was looking so fly in her eyes. Not in I don't care how knowing what she did to them babies. You could never be attractive to me. I don't care how primped up you got, Miss Bryant. Kelly, whatever the fuck. She had her nails done, her hair did, she was matching. Just like what? She should be locked the fuck up all the way and some more. Lock her and Shannon up together. Monkey do. Shit. What you send it on TikTok?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Yep. Oh my goodness. All right. One second, y'all. This is disgusting. Is this like feces in the tub, or is that mold?
That shit.
Oh man.
that is that is that.
That is crazy. Where was she? Oh yeah, she wasn't taking pictures in the mirror at that house.
Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on. I'm sending them to my email. Take 2 seconds. That's crazy. Them poor babies. Do you guys know, like, like, I wonder, like, on top, like, malnourished, don't you think, like, help me understand malnourished a little more. Like, I know it's like, the body physically is behind, but it's a,
They had a lack of it was a vitamin D deficiency, which means they haven't seen sun in an X amount of time. Their toenails were so long that they could barely walk. they didn't have any shoes, so they walked outside barefooted. But imagine, have you ever seen a baby doe, like a baby deer, walk when they just first coming out the womb? How the or a calf,
Yup,
and how
yup.
their legs are wobbly and they can't really do. Imagine that's what those children were experiencing.
Wow. And okay, so let me ask you guys this question too before I show these pictures. So you know how people are, the argument is like, can a real, serial killer be rehabilitated? Could a real PDF file be rehabilitated? Do you think children can really be like to extent to like to these extreme lengths? Do you think they really can be rehabilitated?
Me personally, I don't think she give a damn about anything but herself. I think she's more. I wouldn't put her in the league with a SK. I would say she's a narcissist, a severe narcissist.
But don't you think she's in some type of way though, a type of predator like or I don't
I
know
think
like
she's a sociopath and a narcissist. That's what those are the vibes she gives to me.
oh
She
yeah.
didn't do because you have okay at the time when I was looking into that crime, you had parents that were taking their children out to go be with men. They were unaliving their children. She didn't go as far as to do that. She just didn't give a damn because it wasn't benefiting her. She didn't care about them to because again she was getting food stamps for them. She wasn't feeding them. She was sending them like $5 box. If I go back, I'm gonna go back and have to look. She was sending them like Little Caesars pizza, like, and then at some point the Little Caesars pizza stopped. She didn't care about them. She was sending like a loaf of bread, shit like that. Like she just didn't give a damn about them, if that makes sense. I can't put her in the evilness of she would go as far as to unalive the child, like physically with her own two hands. She just didn't give a damn about her kids.
Right. No, I feel what you're saying, and but in a sense, well, no, because we never know how they might turn out. You know what I'm saying? But you're right that, but honest, you're all day, every day, the unaliver is the worst one. You know what I'm saying? So thank goodness she didn't unalive these babies. But if they got her proper help and counseling, I believe the children can be rehabilitated from what they have experienced. They're going to hate their mother though. It's similar to wanting to unalive your child. You're starving them. They could. So do you guys consider this torture?
I do.
I do too. I consider it definitely a form of torture. Okay, so this first picture, graphic, you guys. This is explicit content. Let me put my banner up just to cover my butt, cause I got a lot of Um, let me add one second. Explicit. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, I could just do this. Here we go. Where's my media at? Boom. There we go. So move this, y'all. Is that's like drink? Oh my goodness. That don't even that looks like rat like I mean not rat but like rabbit poop or deer poop. It's like they knew to go poop there. Meantime, we got motherfucking this mother. I'm gonna take it down real quick. This how she's posting on the internet. Like what? Yuck. Girl, bye. Another one just like she's hot shit. Crazy. Yuck. Yeah, that's definitely not the house. She definitely didn't stay in that house. Oh man, um, and then hold on guys, now remember, and then I want y'all real quick, so I don't know too something about Pontiac. Listen, so y'all remember Ethan Crombley? He was the boy that did that in Michigan, he pew-pewed up the school. That was in Pontiac. So then right after that, this happened in Pontiac, and then we have another mother in Pontiac that did the exact same thing, and she's not out on bond, but she threw a chair at the judge, or threw something, or was acting crazy. But let me show you how she left her shorties. I don't know what's going on out. That's Oakland County. But it's crazy. It's mayhem all over Michigan, y'all. All over mayhem in Michigan. That's why we revamped the page. And thank you for all the kind comments about it. I appreciate y'all. All right, hold on. Don't forget about this mother right here in Pontiac, who has done the same thing as Miss Bryant.
With an unsettling child abuse investigation in Pontiac. 3 children found home alone living in squalor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. The details of this story are very disturbing. The sheriff's department says the 3 children were living among feces and rotten food. Tonight, their mother is charged with abuse and neglect.
Now, this may all sound very familiar to you. It is similar but unrelated to a case we reported on back in February. That's when a Pontiac mother named Kelly Bryant was arrested. Prosecutors say her children had been living alone for years in filthy conditions.
Again, unrelated cases, but the parallels are striking. 7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsenida is talking to the Oakland County Sheriff and also to neighbors to see if they noticed any red flags in this case.
The similarities in this new case and the Kelly Bryant case from earlier in the year are
Y'all seen that house? What? Beyond torture. How old were their children? We're about to find out. I can't remember off the top of my head, Shelly, but we're
uncanny, and the sheriff says unacceptable.
Sadly, it's almost deja vu. You've got 3 kids once again in a house.
We got the same outraged sheriff, man. And then listen, I'm going to play one more because just came out. 2 more parents did the same thing to the shorties, y'all. 3 in 1 year in Pontiac, Michigan. Get the fuck out of here. No way, it's not supposed to be. What? But we y'all gonna see.
In deplorable conditions that, a stray animal would be illegal if you left it in a situation like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what they tell us can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, like whatever they report to us on the news and share with the general public, there might be some indicators. You get what I'm saying? There might be indicators like, are you receiving welfare? Do you have 2 addresses under your name? Doing what do they call, like a skip trace? Like kind of like what people try to repo your car do?
Yeah, no, right. I know. I get what you're saying. But like, look, like if we just look, you would think that was Kelly Bryant's house.
Yeah, because I thought that's what you were playing.
Nope.
I thought that's what you were playing.
No, this happened to come. I'll tell you 1 second. This happened.
recently, more recently than not.
Yeah, very recently. And then I'm about to show y'all
And
another
see,
one that
that's
happened.
crazy to me because, like, let's just be real. Like, if I was living that kind of life and I seen Kelly Bryant get jammed up, man, I'm running to my, like, I'm not that kind of person though. Y'all hear my kids in the background all the time. Not that kind of mom. But you get what I'm
That
saying?
part. That part.
If
Like, at
that's
least, like,
me,
take a
I'm running
path.
to where my kids at. Shit, we finna clean this shit. We finna clean this up right now. We finna, can't go like that. You continue to leave them there. So I wonder if these people like not on the spectrum, but like, do they have like a, mental instability or something? Like, are
like
they?
like we talked about, I feel like it's an epidemic these days, mental illness. Like, we as human beings, some people don't take care of themselves mentally, and they have to. It's so important. And that's all it can be, is
These
mental illness.
people.
This is definitely mental illness. I don't know
I'm
what else.
guilty of not taking care of my mental as I should, but I do not. I can't see me letting it get to that point. I will, if I ever became a mental case to the point where I felt like, you know what, if everything, the first thing I would do is ship my kids to my mom.
Right, and
I,
somewhere, like, you still would have the love, like some compassion for the shorties.
yeah,
Right. These women are no compassion. So, but yeah, this is crazy work. Like, they are repeating what the Kelly lady did, thinking they would get off like she did. I don't know. Okay, again, after this, I'm gonna play one more that just happened last month, guys. So we have three diabolical parents out there in Pontiac, y'all, that didn't, like Miss Adventure said, didn't even care. They're like, oh, yeah,
yeah, like you seen some. I'm just saying, it's like me going out there and let's say, I don't know, I'm robbing banks or something. I don't know what the crime would be. And I see, oh, I've been doing it for years, not getting caught. And then I see this other person get caught. I'm gonna fall back from robbing banks. You know what I'm saying? Because
right, exactly.
they pulling in the rain, the noose getting a little tighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, switch lanes. Like, let me go do something over here because they're more
Yeah.
concentrated on the
Let me
bank.
go get my fucking kids. Let's start there.
That part. Let me go get my kids and just drop them off, even if they see the house, the kids ain't there. So then Miss Shelley says, I don't understand why it takes so long for the neighbors to recognize that these children are not being taken care of. Bada
Because we
boom.
live in a day and time where people don't know their neighbors. Everybody minds their own business. We don't have those villages anymore.
Amen. Because you guys
Can't
remember,
nobody say nothing to nobody's kids, so they become a figure versus someone that you care about.
and we seen on that train, no one moved while that woman sat there and bled. No one even called 911. No one did nothing. Everybody just sat there like it was just la di da di da. Like it's an epidemic, like you said.
Now I think that's a difference though, JJ, because sometimes fear can paralyze you.
Oh,
If a
okay.
man wielding a, can you say knife over here?
Yeah, yeah.
A man wielding a poker, a slicer, if you will, I probably would have just looked the other way too. Like, once I get off the train, I'm gonna call the police, but I'm not trying to lose my life as well. Like, and I'm not saying that that's
You cut off, Miss Adventures. Miss Adventures. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all. Okay, Miss, you there, Miss Adventures?
Can you hear me?
Now, yeah, you cut off though.
Oh, yeah, I had got a phone call. I wasn't trying to talk to them.
Oh, okay, okay,
But yeah,
okay.
just think about how scared you would be. Somebody just unprovoked to go
No,
and
right.
do that
I
to
get
somebody.
that. I understand. Yeah, you paralyze you. And then Shelly says, I see every child on my street and pay attention to every one of them.
Yeah, but everybody not built like that, Shelly, and we have to understand that.
Right,
I
yeah. We all, I can say this. My neighbors would probably notice if something was happening at my shorty's house and they don't even like us. They didn't, so I mean, but if they probably would be like, man, I ain't seen no action over on, so-and-so's house in a minute. And we know there's always action over there. I get what you're saying, but again, society has changed a lot these days.
And that's why I prefer small town life. I'm not lying. That big city life.
You sound far away.
In Georgia, I didn't know my neighbors. And to be honest, I didn't care to know them because people scared me. You run the risk of running into somebody crazy, so you just rather stay to yourself.
No, right, and like we said, we can't even trust letting our kids go to school. The daycare workers are sitting on our kids and pinching them and putting patches on them and touching them and doing this and that and all the other shit. So it's just. Shout out to you, Shelly, because, I do the same thing. I notice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would notice, but again, we don't got a lot of me's and we don't got a lot of Shellys out here, and it sucks. But I'm going to finish this clip because this is the second mom, because I want to show y'all the second couples, the second set.
Another case of children living in absolute squalor in Pontiac, this time in an apartment here on South Francis Street.
Rotting food, feces and urine everywhere, all across the apartment, on the floor. No, again, running toilet and plumbing.
Living at this apartment was a 12-year-old girl and another boy and girl, both 9 years old. Last Friday, the eldest daughter called 911, believing there was a break-in. While that was determined to be unfounded, deputies instead found their living condition and no parent or guardian.
So, Miss Shelley, we have a 12-year-old and 2 9-year-olds, so that's 3 children. We have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old. A 12-year-old girl, they said, I don't know about the 2 9-year-olds.
Around. Neighbors say that sounds on par with what they've seen. The children outside at all times of the day and night with no parental supervision.
But I always thought something was going on. I say they can't be in there with no parent and they outside like that on a school night.
Deputies later located the mother.
See, this is what I don't get. It's like, you see, these are people that are, the neighbors now want to be like, yeah, I thought it was kind of, again, it's back to we wait till it's too late. When you had that feeling, you should have investigated. Man.
31-year-old Terriamis Tremise Johnson in Ann Arbor. She was taken into custody and was arraigned Wednesday on 3 counts of second-degree child abuse. While at first receiving a $250,000 bond from the judge during her arraignment, she became agitated, and that was quickly changed.
Apparently, she thought the bond that was set was too high, inappropriate, or whatever her situation in her mind was, and became angry about it and was trying to throw chairs in the video arraignment and
wow. Yeah, lock her up, y'all. She needs an evaluation. She throwing chairs. She mad because Miss Kelly Bryant out. Is she mad? She like, why can't I get a what? Like, see, people like this could have called. That's what I was saying, Miss Shelley. But now they want to get on the news and say, I always thought it was weird that they be out at these weird hours of night on a school night. What? I don't know what's going on in Michigan, the mayhem in Michigan. That's in Oakland County, Pontiac, y'all. This is Pontiac.
act out, and the magistrate was going to have none of that and changed it to no bond.
If this case sounds familiar, that's because it is eerily similar to the case of Kelly Bryant, another Pontiac mother accused of leaving her children living in squalor, abandoned for years. In this most recent case, the children were placed with their fathers, and neighbors, some who did not want to appear on camera, say they just hope those kids get the help they need.
Honestly, I do feel sorry for those kids.
Johnson is due back in court on the 25th, so be sure to stay with us for updates on this disturbing case. In Pontiac, I'm Ruth Olsen-Ida, 7 News Detroit.
Thank you so much, Ruth.
A father is speaking out after his child was found living in deplorable conditions.
The child's mother, 31-year-old Terry Omis Johnson of Pontiac, is charged with 3 counts of second-degree child abuse. She is accused of leaving her 3 children alone in an apartment littered with rotten food and human waste without.
Man, again, we're about to hear from a father. The father, I can't believe she was throwing chairs and shit. Like, what you did, man. I don't know. Like, this just is. It definitely is mental illness. And I don't know, like, if people are using, like, you know, rugs and it doesn't really help.
I got a question though. The daddy doing all that, doing interviews. What the hell was he?
That part. That's exactly what I was gonna say, and a lot of people are saying that. And wait till you hear what he says. He blames
Where
it
you
on.
was it?
He blames it on her and says that she wouldn't let him see the babies.
Oh, listen, I can see that.
But that's crazy. If the dad wanted to see him, but you wanted to, that's like that makes me feel like that's some type of monster. It's like if a father really wanted to see the kids, but you're like, no, you're gonna stay in this deplorable conditions and rot.
And that's what I don't be getting about women like that, because if you really want to go out and be free and not have kids, just leave them with the daddy. Like, it's so many other things you could have gave them up. But I guess they don't be wanting to stick.
And that's where I feel like that's where the problem comes in, because it's not like no one wanted these shorties. People wanted them. People were taking them.
That's weird.
And so it is very weird.
Like, I don't get it. Like, as a single mom, I would be sitting up here lying to y'all to say that sometimes it don't get hard. I would be sitting here lying to y'all saying that sometimes I'd be like, that weekends, you know, not to my kids, but conversations with myself. Like, you don't help me do nothing. Everything is on me. But there's never not been one time that I ever said the thought, let me give my kids away, or let me give my kids to their daddy, or you know what, if the kids can just live in whatever conditions. No, I can't do my daddies like that. Like, I feel like they wouldn't even know what to do.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Being a parent with another parent, being a parent regardless is hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard regardless.
No, I'm just trying to I'm trying to put myself, like, trying to see where they was at with it, because I do this shit by myself.
Yeah, that's crazy work, Miss Venture.
I do this shit by myself. And the state don't think enough for me to give me benefits or anything, or whatever the case may be. Dude, that shit get tough.
Oh man, I can only imagine. You know.
But for them to just be sitting there like treating their kids like that, I don't understand.
It's because everyone doesn't have a beautiful soul like you, Miss Adventures. Shelly Baby says, but how did the father not know if he was a great dad? Well, we're gonna find out. Again, let's listen to what he has to say.
Working plumbing or running water. The children, a 12-year-old girl and 2 9-year-olds, a boy and a girl, are now living with other relatives.
CBS News Detroit's Elaine Rojas Castillo spoke with one of their fathers about how this could have happened.
Stayed there for hours. I just was determined not to leave until I came back with my daughter.
Julian Gary says his 9-year-old daughter is doing better every day after being rescued from an apartment she lived in with her mother in Pontiac.
This was going on for a while, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of having to chase to protect my daughter.
Julian says he spent years trying to maintain a civil relationship with his daughter's mother, 31-year-old Terry Omis Johnson.
It was a rocky situation. We were both confused on how we go on forward, you know, being younger adults. So I would hope and I would figure that at this age we would have to figure it out, but we never figured it out.
The last few months were especially difficult, with Johnson cutting off contact completely, leaving him in the dark until this weekend.
I was shocked when I saw the pictures on the news. I was like, okay, I expected the worst, but this is worse than what I expected.
Julian says the photos are still hard.
I'm gonna say this. I remember, I'm just gonna keep it a being with y'all in a stack. My mom, you know, didn't let me call my dad and stuff like that, but I knew his number by heart. So whenever I got a chance, I called my dad just to say I love you, just to hear his voice, like I did. So I don't know the relationship, you know. I've heard a lot of fathers say that. Well, It was the mom, just like in the Michelle Blair case. Both fathers said, "Oh well, she wouldn't let me see him." You know, I've heard it a lot. But my mom didn't let me see my dad. But my dad never, you know, he still he answered the phone. I knew his number. I remember one time he shipped a phone to me just, and I hid it from my mom until she found it, just so I could call him and hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, in my opinion, I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad you're there for the shorty now. I'm gonna just say that. Salute for being there now, my guy. That's what I'm saying. Nothing but excuses. He says he could have went through the courts.
Well,
I think he could have pulled up on his shorty.
yeah,
Like,
I ain't that lenient, JJ, cause that's some sucker stuff.
what you mean?
Cause he could have that's what
You went mute. Miss Minnie, what's going on, Miss Minnie Coupons? Thanks for pulling up on your girl. A lot of these sorry bees don't want to give the kids to the other people.
I'm
Oh, it's cause
sorry.
the benefits. Yeah, yeah, the money
But
and You there, Miss V? I mean, Miss Ventures? Professor Adventures. Yeah, and I forgot, yeah. And it's weird though, it's like, I don't know, like, I'm Michigan, you know, Miss Minnie, you're here in the D. A lot of mothers don't, I mean, I know a lot of people on food stamps, and I don't see a lot of people getting cash assistance. I see a lot of motherfuckers obviously getting bans and food stamps. Like, I'm talking about bans. I'm like, damn. But I mean, I've heard of it, a couple people, but like, it's like just the food stamps. That's why you want to do. That's crazy to me. But that is a very valid point, Miss Minnie Coupons, and everybody. If you haven't if you click on Miss Minnie Coupons name, you know, she be couponing and she be getting a lot for a little. She has her channel. She be doing her thing. I'm talking about yeah.
hello?
You there?
I can't hear nothing.
Can you hear us now? Oh, Miss Adventures. That was a gentle drop. I don't know what happened. Miss Adventures. Go ahead and come on back up if you would like. You know, just hit the stream and I'll let you back. Um, Miss Pocahontas says, I think that it's just an excuse because if she didn't move out of town, or change her address, and there she is. She's right her. There.
But you know how they love to run with the narrative that, oh, women, you know what he was like before you laid down and had kids with him, this, that. If we're gonna because that's something I had to hold. Well, I didn't know who he was before, but I don't try going out griping to the world that my child's father is this, and that. I just gotta bite the bullet and handle my business. You know what I'm saying? The men be knowing the same thing. When you got with that girl and y'all laid down or whatever, you know what type of woman you was laying down with. So my thing is, if you know her character, why in the hell would you not fight tooth and nail as a parent, especially if they are receiving these benefits? If they are receiving these benefits, then that means you own child support because you can't have one without the other.
Right, that part. And I'm gonna just say this: I'm a parent. I pay child support, and I know for facts. I don't care how, you know, I'm gonna be on that ass. I don't know. I'm gonna be on that ass. I just know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on that ass to my other parent. I'm gonna be on that motherfucking ass. And he was
But see,
just
I
like,
don't understand that because I have a open. It ain't open. I really don't fool my kids' data. But if the day that you ever decide to call my phone and instead of talking about I ended the family or whatever the hell you like narrative you like to spin and just be like, hey, I'm gonna stop by and get the boys. That's fine with me. I don't care. I've never been the type of mother that tried to keep the kids from the daddy. So
yeah.
that I don't my thoughts don't align with that. I don't know what people thought process is when they do that.
Well, I'm here in Detroit. I mean, you know, everybody wants a free ride. Everybody's lazy, and you know what I'm saying. And you know, Miss Adventures, from what I know of you, you know, you're a go getter, and you know, you get money. So I think that's one difference. And again, it's just I just don't get how the just them benefits to me. Like when I get laid off, when I get my little unemployment checks, that shit is chump change. Like what these people like will do anything for chump change to me, in my opinion. Like what, you know? Um, I think that is excuse the where you live and get them kids. Period. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like me, I'm the type of parent. I swear, like the other parent knows I'm not playing. I don't play. I'm not playing. Like I'm pulling up. I'm not playing. I'll do it. Like I love my kid. I just love my shorty. That's just it.
I see many coupons saying that they get them stamps and sell them. Man, let me tell you something. I'll never be the one to sit on this platform and act like I ain't never got them because I did. Ain't selling nothing, baby. Gonna
Because you like
fill
to
my
cook. You
deep
like to
freezer.
cook. Obviously, she ain't cooking in that motherfucker. But Miss Vigily, you like to cook, and that's the thing. Yes, here in Detroit, you can go. They have certain bodegas. You know, you can go. You can buy
Listen,
liquor.
I heard that too, JJ. Not to cut you off, but somebody was telling me like they done started like this reform of food stamps. Like people can go buy like McDonald's and stuff. It's for homeless people, like because there's no need for them to be able to buy food if they don't have anywhere to cook it. You know what I'm saying? So they're able to go to these fast food restaurants and swipe their food stamp card.
Yeah, no, that's actually been a minute actually that's been going on. But yeah, you can go to KFC and use your food stamp card. Yeah, that's definitely that's true. That is facts over here in Michigan. But another thing, but I'm talking about they got you know if, I don't know if you ever seen Orange is the New Black, but remember old girl got in trouble for the food stamps. You can go to if you know the certain bodega to go to, you can buy cartons of cigarettes, you can get gas, you can buy liquor, you can get cash. They'll swipe your bridge card for 90 and they'll give you 60 for cash. I mean they're doing whatever for that bridge. So the bridge card down here is real. It's like gold, especially for a motherfucker like this. And people be trading them motherfuckers for rugs. You know what I'm saying. They'll, you know what I'm saying. That's how Detroit is. Yeah, Miss Minnie ain't lying. All right, let's see.
Hard for him to look at, an apartment littered with rotten food and human waste. A place his daughter is supposed to feel safe without working plumbing or running water.
I broke in tears, like, as I let out, I couldn't even drive. My girlfriend had to drive me there.
With the children removed from the home and Johnson being arrested and charged with 3 counts of second-degree child abuse, Julian says the day still haunts him.
Relief, but I could see.
And I gotta pause it again and come off mute, cause you guys, people that know me, I'm real passionate. And you're saying that you were so hurt and your girl had to drive you this and that. You seem pretty okay in this interview. Like I would at least, like, you know me guys, when I get hyped up just talking about a case, I get hyped the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So if this was me and I was talking about my shorty, he's just too nonchalant for me, in my opinion. He's just like, I don't know, but we all react different. Again, we do. We all
Like
react.
dealing with a man, and I know he got kids. As your woman, even if you don't understand what to do paperwork wise or legal wise, because I'm gonna be asking questions like, where is them motherfucking kids? You feel me?
Right,
I'm
that
gonna
part, and then
be trying to figure out why your kids ain't never with you.
right, and I know, like me, like I don't know, call it whatever you want. Like I'm pulling up on mine. I'm pulling up on my BM. Like I'm pulling up. Like if I don't feel right, and like I don't, you know what I'm saying. I'm pulling the fuck up. I'm pulling up. I don't care. You know, there's no order. It doesn't sound like they had any restraining orders or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Like at the very least, what you're gonna do? Can you can't I can't cuss over here. Hold on.
Hey, you cuss. You're on the panel. It's just in the comments. You got to misspell the cuss word.
Okay, let me know some. Talk to me. But I'm caught as a baby. I'm calling, bitch, where my kids?
Right, that part.
Let me talk to the devices work now. We got iPhones. Let me FaceTime them. Let me see them. Let me see my children. Okay, you say I can't pick them up. I'm FaceTiming. If I can't pick them up and you won't let them use your phone and FaceTime me Christmas, whatever. It ain't even got to be no holiday. Forget all that. I'm buying my children iPads. I'm buying them cell phones. Hey, hit dad, bang my line when you need me.
Bang that line when you need me. And listen, I only get to see my son like one day every other weekend. But I FaceTime my shorty morning and night. Morning and night. I swear to you, I do. I FaceTime him every day. You know what I'm saying? If I could squeeze another day in there, I do. So I definitely feel you. Like it's just not giving.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here how just, telling y'all like what my relationship is like with my kids dad. Dylan, my youngest boy, he has his own phone. Now, mind you, I had to block their dad from my phone due to the simple fact you like inboxing me about relationship. They ain't got nothing to do with me. So I had to block you. But my kids, both of them, respectfully have their own devices. So if there's any area of space that you need to contact them, you can. He bought my youngest boy a phone. You think I stopped him from buying him a phone? Hell no, I don't care.
Hell no.
No, I don't care. Talk to them. I feel my kids are 11 and 18. I feel like they are old enough to conduct a conversation with you. I don't have to be on the phone.
No, I agree, and I definitely agree, and I feel like this is an epidemic out here in this nowadays. Like, if the father can't still get a little kukaraka, he don't want to be there. If he can't still
That's real.
if he still can't get some, he's like, fuck it, I don't want to be a dad. And the only time
Yeah.
I see a lot, the fathers only will go do something with the kids if the mother goes with.
I dealt with that when I first left my kids' dad. My children' dad wouldn't have anything to do with them, because I wouldn't have anything to do with him. And I'm putting y'all in my business, but like, how can I put this? Me and my kids' dad was together for 15 years. So when I did leave him, it was those moments where we would still, hang out, relax, chill. But I grew past that as well. But when I finally grew past the like, you know what? Yeah, I'm finna stop all. It's no contact when it comes down to your body and my body. I'm gonna say that. He completely changed his whole narrative. And I hate it because I got boys.
Right.
But this is how these men operate.
No, I agree. And I mean, again, my auntie for life. What up, though? What's going on with you? Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I think that's the hardest part. When you do break up with your, the other parent, or your baby mama, your baby daddy. The first stage is okay. We're broke up, but we're still gonna, do the do.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, okay, one of them ends up someone meeting someone, and then you're going through the jealous phase, and now what I'm saying, it's like a rough road, you know what I'm saying, and it's like I hate that about it, like with me with my BM, I promise you, I'm cool, like I love to pick, I love to do,
But it makes more sense as why people used to say you should be married when you have the kids, because
and that part, and
raising kids ain't no easy feat.
Oh, I gotta ask you. So, is the meaning of a bastard mean you were born out of wedlock?
It is. My children are some bastards.
Oh, I'm a bastard. I'm a bastard, y'all. I'm a bastard. Miss Eddie said,
What's the movie? What's the movie called? A Bastard Out of Carolina.
Hey, cocky lecky. No, I just wondered. I always wondered. You know what I'm saying? My mom had 5 girls, and her last one. Shout out to you, Liv. She's a non-bastard. Out of all 5 of us. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm a big bastard.
Yeah, me too.
The biggest.
That part. Sweet Honey says, "Hey guys, hey honey." Yeah, like at least
I can't see the comments because every time I try to,
I'm putting it on the screen, but yeah, she says, "What up, dog?" Sweet Honey says, "I guess we all are." Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it is. Hey, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We gonna be all right.
But it's just, I don't understand. Like, how did we get here? And I'm not talking. It ain't even just about Michigan. I'm talking about the world.
That part.
Like, where people lack empathy, people don't care about anything. We need to bring shame back. That's the problem.
What it is We're not being taught emotional intelligence anymore. That is a big
JJ,
yeah.
JJ, who you know was taught emotional intelligence? Let's be real.
I mean, I feel like you were.
Wasn't though. Nobody never set
I
me
mean, in a better
down.
sense than a lot of these people out here now.
I don't know where it is, and I don't know how we got so far off the plot. But the world is I'm not even just gonna give this to Michigan, and I know this is Michigan mayhem, but it goes further than that. Like, and I hate to diverge from what you're talking about, but I've just been recently getting updates on another case that I covered back in the earlier part of this year about this young girl named gosh, her name leaves me. Jamaria.
Yeah, the
Have you
one
ever heard of that case?
yeah, the girlfriend, and the
Yeah,
dog.
if you go on my page, I did. You know my page.
Oh yeah,
If you go on my page, have you listened to it? The things that I did.
No, I didn't listen to you. I just know I'm gonna check you out,
Oh,
but I
if
know
you go
what
on my
story.
page, that's the story I'm talking about.
Okay,
And
yeah,
now,
that one's
just
bad.
yesterday, was it yesterday? It might have been the day before. No, it was the day before because when I woke up yesterday morning, I seen the updates, and they have confiscated letters from Tarshell Martin and what's the dad name? Well, something, whatever. I can't even
I
think of his
think it's
name.
like I know.
Lawan,
Yeah.
Lawan, or something like that.
Yup.
But
Ladon, Lawan.
they've
Yeah.
been corresponding back and forth to each other, writing letters to each other. He is. They got DP on the table for her.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh well, good, because I feel like when I remember this back in the when she did the interview with them two men, shout
Them
out to them.
detectives.
Yeah, she was talking about, she was showing them how she pinched and all the shit, and like the way she sounded slow, Miss Adventures.
And for the people in the comments, I just want to give y'all just a brief snippet of it. Basically, this lady Tarshell, what she did is, okay, she was with this guy. His name was Lawan. Lawan had two daughters. Well, the two daughters, their mom passed away due to some form of cancer. And I think she also had lupus. Don't quote me on it, but she was sickly and she passed away. So the kids at the time, when the mom passed away because the dad was in prison, they went to the, what do you call it? The parent no, what is it called? The maternal grandmother. They went to the maternal grandmother. So what Lawan did was he went to the school and took both girls out of the school. The grandmother didn't know. It was this great big thing. She reported them missing, but they was like, oh, they're not missing. They're with their dad. We can't do anything about that because he's the dad. While these two kids were in this lady's possession, her and her boyfriend, Tashelle and Lawan, the youngest daughter was removed from the home because Tashelle decided to throw a cell phone and hit the baby in the head. The baby went to the school and told her counselor, and they removed the child from the home, but they let Jamaria stay there. Why? I don't know. In the meantime, between times, Tarshell was constantly abusing Jamaria. Y'all, when they did the autopsy on this baby, she didn't have any nipples. She didn't have nipples.
There was one with the dog that she had the Rottweiler attack her. It was disgust. It was horrible. I'm actually crazy because this happened some time ago, Miss Adventures. I can't believe this.
It happened last year.
Yeah, I can't believe this case didn't get more attention than it did. And was
I
it
was
down
covering it.
Was it in Florida?
It was in Florida. The baby didn't have nipples. Do y'all know how that broke my heart?
It's bad.
And what happened was they got up, called the police because the baby was unresponsive. She was unalive. And they were just trying to act like, oh, we don't know. That they had the baby ankles was broke. They were constantly making the baby run and stand. And this lady at one point, she was so upset with the child. She told that she is on camera because she had in-home cameras telling the dog, a Rottweiler, to sick her. Now, mind you, you're putting on this story for the detective, but they go on to look at your security system that you had installed, and you had top of the line type shit. They didn't miss a beat. Now, I would never want to see those videos. I swear to you, I wouldn't. But just a description that the detective gave of those videos, it was insane. You should probably yes. There she go.
Yep, that's her right there. No, and this is a very diabolical. Remember her insides. They said, they were
Is
talking
that a
about.
video?
Yeah, this is the video.
Play the video. Play the video.
Yep. And then someone said, I think it was, hold on, Miss Adventures. Someone, I think Shell Baby. Do you want Miss Ventures page?
No. She wants the of who page? My page.
She said, what is the name of her page? That's what I'm asking. She
My name is Miss Adventures on across the platforms, but I posted it on TikTok.
I'm gonna drop. You want me to drop your TikTok?
It's just Miss Adventures.
Again, I got you. I'm gonna drop it. But yeah, she was actually gonna be in the top 10. We're starting our top 10 countdown of the 10 monsters of 2025. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna drop the link for you. But she was definitely in the top 10. I can't believe this case didn't get more coverage. Remember how this is a nasty one, and she's sitting there just telling the police
lying,
basically she deserved, the baby girl deserved it.
Roll the clip, JJ. They gotta hear it. Roll the clip.
He knew about it the same day prior to us coming back. He knew that.
From the ship docks and goes to port in Miami, you guys disembark. Any issues on the boat? Okay. So she leaves that evening, 6 or 7-ish. And then you find out Jamari is still there that night?
When she left, after she left.
So you didn't help your mom, when your mom was leaving, did you go out there and help her?
So I went out there one time, but I wasn't out there when she left.
Okay.
I didn't go to the car. I just went to the car for a little bit. To say something with the GPS she needed help with. I can't remember. At the time, they were still walking back and forth getting her things and stuff. So no, I wasn't out there when I just saw the kids.
So to be clear, you thought Jamaria left with your mom?
Yeah.
That evening, which was the night?
Yeah.
Did she have a plane ticket, Jamaria, at that time?
That's what my mom was working on.
You're sitting there thinking, how the heck do people get to have their podcast on Spotify? They even brag about it. My podcast.
Before I went to sleep, so that's why I thought that was my assumption. That was my assumption because I knew before I went to sleep, that's what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a warrant that was issued for 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated child abuse, and 1 count of child neglect.
Police in Florida say a woman who showed off her bonus daughter on social media is accused of sicking her dog on the young child. And police say the deadly attack was all caught on camera. We're taking a deep dive into this sickening evidence against the suspect with former prosecutor Melba Pearson. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie. It's been weeks since 9-year-old Jamaria Simmons was found inside her Montverde, Florida home, naked and unresponsive. First responders say they found cuts, bruises, burns, and even possible bite marks on the girl. EMTs noted that she was already cold to the touch when they arrived. Lake County deputies started a child abuse investigation, which they now say is one of the worst cases they've seen in decades. They got a warrant to get their hands on the video from the home security system. The video came from the night of June 15th, 2 days before emergency personnel responded to a 911 call about Jamaria, and the video was shocking. According to detectives, 34-year-old Tyshell Martin could be seen directing her 100-pound Rottweiler to attack Jamaria. Deputies say Martin was holding the dog's leash during the attack, and she was also reportedly seen kicking Jamaria repeatedly. The video then reportedly shows Martin dragging a limp Jamaria across the room, continuing to hit her. She was possibly also heard saying, "I'm fixin' to kill her," according to the sheriff's office. Tyshell Martin was the girlfriend of Jamaria's father. Martin often posted about her blended family with Lowan Simmons and called Jamaria her bonus daughter. In fact, in January of this year, Martin posted a photo of Jamaria, who she often called Mary, for her last birthday, saying, "May 9 be great to her," with a heart emoji. Also posted on the social media was a photo of her pet Rottweiler. Now, according to social media posts and to neighbors, Jamaria's mom had recently died from leukemia. Officials with the sheriff's office said that at the time of Jamaria's death, they couldn't.
Sorry, but I can't make this up. Literally, 23 hours ago, there was an update in this fucking case, and another woman has been arrested. Wow, misadventures.
That's what I was telling you. That's what I was gonna get to, but I wanted you to play the
All right,
story so the people in the comments can know.
It's almost over, y'all.
Officially declare it a homicide until the autopsy was complete. But now, weeks after her death, we know the medical examiner concluded the cause of death was homicide due to complications from multiple blunt injuries to her head, body, and extremities, in addition to burns on her right foot. Based on the autopsy results and the new video, deputies arrested Tyshell Martin just this week, and now she's charged with 3 felonies.
It is a warrant that was issued for 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated child abuse, and 1 count of child neglect. You indicated that you intended to hire a private attorney. We're waiving appointment of the public defender's office. Is that accurate?
I already have a private attorney.
You have a private attorney? Okay. So he or she will file paperwork letting the clerk's office and the judge know that he or she represents you. I didn't see any paperwork in the court file as of yet, but your lawyer will file that so that the records get updated, and then I'm sure he or she will come to see you.
Because of the seriousness of the charges, Martin was automatically denied bond. According to text messages and interviews, deputies.
What's going on, Kawana? It's okay, it's okay. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I hope you're being smooth, cool, and true. I hope y'all. Good to see you, good to see you.
Determined that Jamaria was often punished with physical exercise, like prolonged wall sits and having to run in place with her arms raised. She was also allegedly hit with various different objects, kicked, punched, and even pinched. Now on to what we know about Luwan Sessions, that's Jamaria's father. It seems like he wasn't at the home the night of his daughter's death, having flown to California, according to Martin. She told deputies during the initial investigation that the rest of the family was supposed to go meet up with him. But as it turned out, Sessions was also recently behind bars for an unrelated crime. Weeks after Jamaria's death, the 26-year-old was arrested on an outstanding warrant from another Florida county. He'd spent 3 years in prison on drug charges prior to all this and was wanted allegedly for violating his probation. Jamaria's maternal grandmother told local news outlets
What happened, Big Babe? Damn, I dropped my AirPod.
The young girl's dad?
That's exactly right. Deputies are calling this the worst
AJ, can you
case
hear
of
me?
abuse they have ever seen in Lake County. Jamaria Sessions had 2 grandmothers who she'd stayed with in the past, and we spoke exclusively with both of them today.
We can't hear the lady.
That's a baby. That's a baby. A beautiful little girl.
We can't hear these.
Of a 9-year-old
If you can hear me.
9.
9-year-old Sessions was found dead in June. Now we know she was tortured and brutally beaten, allegedly by her father's girlfriend, Tyshell Martin.
This is the worst case of aggravated child abuse we've ever seen.
Martin's arrest affidavit says while her other kids watched, she sicked her 103-pound
Hold on, we can't
Rottweiler
hear it again.
Jabari,
Are you muted
then
something?
kicked and beat her.
There was no reason to hurt my granddaughter.
Start it back over.
The home was full of security cameras,
I
which
think
deputies say
that's who got
caught
arrested,
the
is that
attack.
lady right there in the video.
No,
Fox 35 News
oh, that's
exclusive. 9-year-old
LaJuan's
Jamaria
mom.
Sessions was
I
found
don't-
dead back in
I
June
would
in
think
Montverde.
that
Fox
Herschel's
35
mom would be
News
the
first
one
brought you the story
to be
then as
arrested.
deputies were trying to
I'm gonna
figure
play
out
that
how
clip
she
next,
died.
y'all.
And tonight, they say they have some tragic answers.
Deputies say this woman beat the little girl and instructed her dog to attack her. Fox 35's Marie Edinger joins us live now. So Marie, this woman was the girlfriend of the young girl's dad?
That's exactly right. Deputies are calling this the worst case of abuse they have ever seen in Lake County. Jamaria Sessions had 2 grandmothers who she'd stayed with in the past, and we spoke exclusively with both of them today.
That's a baby. That's a baby. A beautiful little girl not gone.
Of a 9-year-old baby.
That's the first lady was the
9-year-old
mom that
Jamaria
passed
Sessions was
mother.
found dead in June.
The
Okay.
second
Now we know
lady
she was
was
tortured
LaJuan's
and
mom.
brutally beaten, allegedly by her father's girlfriend, Tashelle Martin.
This is the worst case of aggravated child abuse we've ever seen.
Martin's arrest affidavit says while her other kids watched, she sicked her 103-pound Rottweiler on Jamaria, then kicked and beat her.
There was no reason to hurt my granddaughter.
The home was full of security cameras, which deputies say caught the attacks on video. In one video, Martin is heard saying, "I'm fixing to kill her," according to the affidavit.
The world needs to know evil when they see it, so her picture needs to be everywhere. If I had the money, I would invest in a billboard in every state. So
The sheriff's office says that was far from the first instance of abuse. Martin is accused of beating her as a form of punishment and making her run with her hands above her head.
I don't have the words to describe it. It's unimaginable and completely inhumane.
So where was Jamaria's father? The sheriff's office says he left the home because he and Martin were fighting. His daughters have lived with each of their grandmothers in the past. Both told me today they want custody of the children. And now they want maximum punishment for the woman accused of killing their granddaughter.
You gotta explain to her sister what happened to her sister. She's not gonna understand that. She's only 6 years old.
the justice that she deserves is not what the state does.
Damn. See.
Someone else has been
And something
charged in
else,
this
y'all,
case,
the
though.
crazy
County
part
Sheriff's
about it
Office
is,
says the investigation.
now that Tarshell is in jail, her youngest daughter, which was a battle one, is now with not Jamaria. Well, Jamaria, the
Also
that
developing a-
family, the one of the baby mama that was gone. The baby mama and Tarshell had been going back and forth for months.
Yeah, I
Beefed
remember
out.
that. They were fighting.
Yes, they was beefed out. And now that baby lives with them. She don't live with Tarshell mom or anything. And I really want you to play the next clip to see who being charged, because I know at one point they was trying to charge her oldest daughter.
Yeah, no, it looks like when I seen the grandma. Hold on, y'all. I got y'all. Hold on. We gon'
Yeah, play that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. So
I'm gonna send you the screenshots of their letters.
that. Oh no, and I seen a video on the letters too. But
Yeah.
I seen the two ladies together. Hold on.
Because how Tarshell sat up there and said she had a private attorney, that's what's been the holdup on the case. She's been postponing it. Every time you turn around, she's saying she got a private lawyer, but no lawyer is calling up there for the motions, for any of the lawyer type deals.
Yeah, she's oh, right here it is. Here we go. We got it. Here we go. This is it. Crazy. Here we go.
And his girlfriend. Both are charged in her killing. West News' Greg Foss shows us what they reveal about the case and how they have a connection to another child's murder.
Investigators say this home in a middle-class Montverde neighborhood was a torture ground that ended with the June 17, 2024 death of 9-year-old Jamaria Sessions. Her father's girlfriend, Tashelle Martin, is charged with murder, and the state is seeking the death penalty.
Good.
Jamaria's father, Lawan Sessions, is charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child. Detectives say Martin prompted the family's Rottweiler to bite the girl, and she had cuts, bruises, and other signs of abuse. In letters obtained by West 2 News, Martin and Sessions write to each other from their jail cells. Martin often seems despondent, writing that she is depressed, traumatized, cursed, and that she wouldn't do anything intentionally to hurt anyone. She also writes, "I'm sorry, and that this has been a nightmare. How did I get so lost?" She refers to Jamaria by her nickname, Mari. In a telling line, she says Mari was disobedient. I was so mad at her. But while she and Sessions both appear to claim some responsibility in Jamaria's death, he writes this regarding the transcript of Martin's interview with detectives. "Your interview breaks my heart. You literally blamed me." He then says detectives pushed him to say, "You were a monster, but I truly didn't. I pray you tell these people I'm innocent." He then advises her she could get a good deal for a full confession or cooperation, and on the murder, that's not premeditated. The letters not only shed light on the murder of Jamaria Sessions and could play a role at the trials of Tyshale Martin and Lawan Sessions, they also make mention of the murder of another child and the suspects in that case also here at the jail. 10-year-old Xavier Williams died after being beaten, burned, and suffering trauma from 10-pound weights being dropped on him. His mother, Kimberly Mills, and her boyfriend, Andre Walker, are charged with murder. Martin writes, the girl who unalived her son, referring to Mills. To Sessions, she asked if you talked to him, referring to Walker, and she needs to know how he feels towards her. Martin and Sessions both make mention of writing future letters in code, apparently to hide their communications. Both have hearings in less than 2 weeks. Covering Lake County, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
As for Kimberly Mills and the murder of her 10-year-old son, Xavier, she is expected to enter a plea deal on January 14th. Her co-defendant, Andre Walker, is due in court on Monday.
And JJ, you know I don't play right.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to the mom that passed away, her brother. We friends on the Book of Faces.
Oh, okay.
And I inbox him quite frequently. And he offered to come on a panel, but I stopped doing panels.
Well, I mean, if you talk to him, we can start. We can cover this case because you know, a lot of people I mean, I didn't forget about it, but I remember watching this shit because her name, you know, like I remember watching that interview, that interrogation is like almost 5 hours.
Hit him up. I'll hit him up and see if he, you know, if he want to come.
No,
of course, I'll set some parameters.
Yeah, that would be great.
But he wants the thing about it is he wants to get the story out. He wants the story to be out, and he wants to push the narrative. But I'm not going to do it today, but I'll inbox him in the morning.
Yeah,
it's just not 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and it's crazy though. I'm glad that they're giving her the DP, and I can't believe this dude. So you know the reason why I thought that someone else got arrested because the woman, the way they did the thumbnail, it had that lady's picture and so I thought they coincided, but I wonder why they're writing.
It's 2 different cases.
It's 2 different cases, but what are they trying? They're trying to like give each other sauce about what?
I don't know, but see, you know, back when I was heavy, you know how I told you I was heavy in this shit.
Oh yeah, the professor. You need to come
back when I was heavy in it. I know that they were looking towards pressing charges on the daughter because she was like perjuring herself. Well, perjuring is used for being on the stand. She was lying in the interrogation room.
Remember at the end of the interview, they were like, they let her call her mom, which I've never in life, but I feel like they let her do that because they wanted her to.
But see, the daughter was beating on her too, was beating on Jamaria as well.
Wasn't all the kids?
I'm not gonna say the one that was her age, but the one that was older, the one that turned 18 right before Shell went to jail. She was emphatically, for sure. I know that undoubtedly.
Do you think it was because? Do you think she was made to do it, or you think she was?
No, it was the running house program. You feel some type of way, or you mad, or you want to spaz out. Jamaria is the person to do it on. That's what they were doing. This baby was made to sleep on the couch. Everybody else had these big decorated rooms. You could have allowed you wanted the child to move in with you. Why wouldn't you allow her and a child that was the same age to share a room? You made her sleep on the couch. And on the days that she didn't sleep on the couch, she had to sleep in there by y'all. I don't know I'm sorry, but this case.
It's bad. No, it is.
It's horrible. And it really fucked me up.
More coverage. And like you said, the way that she sits in there in interviews and talks about the twisting and the pinching, it's weird.
No, the reason that she gave, because I watched that interview back and forth, back. Like when I used to be at work, it was one day I just listened to that interview for 8 hours. It's a 2-hour and 46-minute interview, and I listened to it for 8 hours on repeat. You feel me?
Right.
And she told these people, well, I punished her because She asked my oldest daughter, what did she know about anal? And so as more came out, it comes to find out the detective had seen that, oh, you're so shocked about somebody asking your daughter about anal, but we seen her sneaking out of the house with boys. We seen her smoking in the house, illegal stuff. We seen her drinking. We seen her doing all of this. And when this young child come to her and ask her this, oh, that's just the line drawn right there. Everything is out in the open. We're finna get on you because my children aren't like that. Your children were some sluts.
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, no, yeah, that she said it, and because they asked, and she said that she made it seem like little Jamaria was just so bad.
That baby wasn't bad. That baby wasn't bad. You
No,
didn't
I
like her
know.
mama.
Yeah, just like Miss Shelley said, it's right there. She said she took it out on that baby because she did not like that baby's mother. Miss Shelley, bada boom, bada bing, bada bang.
She didn't like that mama.
That's what scares me about my son, because my son is like he acts just like me. So I'm like, anybody who doesn't like me is not gonna like my shorty.
But I'm saying it's plenty of bitches I don't like. But I would never admit. I can give you right now today. I was in Walmart earlier looking for something for my young baby to wear to his Christmas program tomorrow at church. I ran into somebody's son who mama used to be cool with, but I do not like her, and it's well known. But when I seen him, I was like, baby, you done shut up. You growing up. I can't treat kids like that. Because my beef with you has nothing to do with these children.
Right. And that's
And
goes
if you
back to
mistreat mine, man, you might as well come on with it, because we finna hit.
Hey, it's gonna go down in the DM, and y'all already know. A lot of people on the internet see you mess with mine. What's gonna happen? I don't give a fuck. And that's again, it's just sickening, like you said. It's the bitterness and the angerness of the other parents, and it's never about the shorties. Like when I asked my mom, I said, why'd you stay with dad so long? She said, for you kids. I don't like when I hear that answer from the mothers. That I feel like that's an excuse. Like, mom, you could have changed my life instead of doing 10 years with my daddy, and when it was 10 years of trauma, and then when I ask you, you say you blame us. Wow. You know, crazy work.
That's sad and it's disgusting. And I hope that that lady is convicted. I
Oh yeah,
swear
I
I
hope she
do.
gets the chiz air, and I hope he does too. Like,
No, he ain't gonna get it because his charge isn't the big ta-da.
dang, dude,
It's
that's.
like aggravated assault or something like that. It's like not a minor charge, but you know what I'm saying? It's not as big as hers.
But my thing is he's like, why would you tell him that I did it? Da 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 da. And it's like, dude, that's like you trying to coax that doesn't look
Because
good.
no, I really feel like he didn't do it. He knew he just was a fuck man.
Yeah, and I feel like the stepmom, Tarshell Martin, I feel like she was partying with the older daughter. I feel like she was. I mean, she was there the whole time.
That shit weird.
Yeah, that weird shit. So Miss Sweet Honey says, I agree, JJ. I hate it when women say that. I can't stand it. You know, it's never the shorty's fault ever. It is never. Wait, he helped her? No, he just didn't care, Auntie. Like, he didn't care. Like, he would just leave the shorties and be doing whatever.
Yes,
Like,
because he called himself being in school,
yeah.
and where he was going to school in Orlando, and they stayed in Montverde, and it was like this however so long trip, and on the days that he had to go to school, he just stayed in Orlando versus traveling back home, which means you left your child there with her, and it's so confusing to me because if you was doing this trying to go to school, get your life together, whatever the case may be, why you just didn't leave the kids with the mama and with her mama? And let me tell you something. No. Listen to this shit. They were petitioning because you know when children have a parent that passed away, they get a check from the state, right?
Yeah, till they're 18. Yep.
They were petitioning to the state for that check for Lawan, for him to start receiving it. Tell me Why they got approved for it
Oh my God.
the day that she passed away.
What?
I'm telling you what I know, man. I looked into
And I
this.
know you
Like I
ain't
was
lying. That's premeditated. Oh my
no, it ain't
goodness.
premeditated. They were getting approved for it.
No,
They
so
were
you
finna
think?
start getting the money.
So you think it just happened to be the day? You know, it was just like
I
kind of
think
like.
it was God's will.
Oh yeah, and
Y'all
that's all.
been petitioning and fighting for this money. It just so happened
Yes.
when this baby passed away, y'all got approved for it. But also it means y'all not getting it.
Right, that part. That hey, look at God. God don't bless no mess. I know that's right. Sweet honey.
Y'all know that's the only reason. If you think about it, if you have that much disdain for a child, you got that much disgust with a child, you really don't want that child around you. You're only doing it for one thing and one thing only. For the man and the money.
Yep. And being in competition with that other bitch, which is the
She was
man.
no longer in competition with her because she wasn't here.
Right, right, right. And that's crazy. How you jealous over someone that's resting in peace?
But yes, they got approved for it the day that that baby. Hold on, and don't quote me. It was either the day, and I have to go back because I haven't touched this case since February. It was either the day that she passed away, but you know she was already passed away when the police got there. She was
Yup.
cold to the
And she was found naked.
yes. So it
Like
was,
what the
and then
fuck?
they. Oh, I'm gonna go to that in just a second. But it was either the day that she passed away or the day that the police arrived at pronounced her unalived.
Right. That's
Whichever day that was. That was the day that everything had went through.
yeah, because now she's unalive. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't get it if you.
Right.
Wow.
Because that check is for the support of the child. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that parent to support that child.
Right. That's crazy to me. Like again.
But her going to sleep naked, these people really went and spent a narrative to the detectives and was just like, oh, she likes sleeping naked. He normally did that. That was
Right.
normal.
She about the food. She would say, "Oh, she did. She was a picky eater, so she had to eat this." You know what I'm saying?
They just fucked up and it's wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna break that one down over here because again, for a long time, Misadventures, you already know how. Hold on, you know how it goes. A lot of people we were focused, funneled in on a case, and we all know what case it is. But
Yeah.
we slept on a lot. I remember this case, but to break it down again, like this one, we got to break down, and if we can get
Yes, and I'm a listen. I got a whole when I was remember what I told you I was doing earlier.
yeah.
I got so much to send you on that on my
Oh
mama.
yeah, this is again. I told you the revamp of the page, y'all, and again, shout out to you, Miss Adventures, for real, you a real one. The people in the comments love you. You know, you might get a couple new follows. I dropped your link if you didn't mind. I did do that. But yeah, we're gonna break this case down. We're gonna do this one, and we're still gonna do the top 10. But we're gonna really.
I done did it again. Y'all probably can hear me, but
Let me unmute you. Oh, okay. But unmute your mic, Miss Adventures. But yeah, we gonna break this one down again, y'all. Shout out to Miss Adventures, Professor's Adventures. She be doing her thing. She's a real one, a real cool one. So yeah, go follow her. I did drop the link for TikTok. She's funny too, and she's with you when you're right, and she's with you and when you're wrong, you're wrong. That's how she rolls. And she gonna say what she gonna say. I'm gonna tell you that. And she's down in there. She's down in the MI cricket letter. Let's see. This was a great life. Thank you very much, y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. And again, shout out to Miss Adventures for real. She's like my major pain, but not. I'm a cadet. She's been getting me into shape, helping your girl out. I'm trying to find where I dropped her link. Where is it? It should be right. Oh, right here. right here, y'all. Go follow Miss Adventures. Again, she's real funny. And if Nikki and Cardi got anything going on, Miss Adventure gonna be on it. She be on it. And then gonna have some good conversations back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So go follow her on the tickety of the Talk app, y'all. And we are going to, again, we're gonna do the Tarsha Martin. I can't pronounce her name, but yeah, may Jamaria rest in peace. She was this poor baby girl, y'all. We gonna break it down, and again, we're gonna do starting tomorrow. We're gonna count down the top 10 monsters all around, because you're a monster, you're a monster, okay, guys? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna end on 2025, not with a bang, I want to say, but just we're gonna just be very, very aware of all the mayhem all around, the mayhem in Michigan and all around. And hopefully we can in 2026 it'll go down. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So I'm gonna end it like I always like to end it. Good old Winnie the Poohski, Christopher Robin, y'all. You are smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe, and you're stronger than you seem. You know? So yeah, I hope you guys have a smooth, cool, and 100% true rest of your night, y'all. We got 5 days until the good old 12/25. So yeah. Get your last minute shopping. Miss Minnie in the chat. She be doing her coupon thing. Follow her. She be breaking it down. Get you a lot for a little. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And remember, it is all love over here, y'all. It's all love over here. And if you could kindly, if you forgot, on your way in or out, hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Y'all, it's all love. Until next time, be smooth, nah.